Thank you very much. It's an honor for me to be here in front of you, trying to present to you about my journey so far in my career. So yeah, I really feel honored. Yeah, I'm Mavuto Banda. I'm a double degree program graduate student. So what that means is that I started my study in Delft in Netherlands, and I came over here to finish the rest of the program here. So that's what it means to be a double degree program in this case. I'm from Malawi. I bet some of you never heard of Malawi before. So, yeah, Malawi is in Southeastern Africa, and we have, it shares borders with Zambia in the east, Tanzania up north, and Mozambique to the south and the western part of it. And this country is rich in resources, in water resources, which I believe it's underutilized somehow, because 1/3 of the area it's covered in water. We are known to be very cheerful people, hardworking, and we have very beautiful sceneries, as you can see from the pictures. So yeah, you are welcome to visit Malawi one day. Okay, let me share with you about this journey, which I'm calling. It's about a beautiful story of my life. So I started my journey in Malawi, where I studied my undergrad in irrigation engineering. Then I worked for about 6 years, from 2012 to 2017. When one day I woke up and thought to say, okay, I need to go further with my education, but I had no idea of where or what I should be doing. Then I just went online, searched. I knew what I wanted about. I wanted to study about water. So I searched, and Delft came up in the top of the list. So I went further and applied for a study admission. Then they offered me this opportunity of double degree program, which happens to be, I think it's one of the best opportunities I've had. So why am I calling it a beautiful story of my life? Because this journey changed the way I've been thinking about the way I look at life, especially the water problems or water issues that we face in the world. It is through this journey that I came across different people. For example, at IHE, we had students from about 50 countries. That means we had a lot of connections. We shared ideas. And from there, I realized that we face the same problem when it comes to water. But what differs is the solutions. The world being diverse as it is, there are variations. Although we face a problem of water, all of us, but it means each part of the world needs a different approach and different solutions. That's what I learned. So sharing those ideas, then it opened up my mind and changed everything about me, the way I look about water. Then I came over here about 11 months now. It was all the same. We are here all today talking about water. That tells us that water is a common denominator. And this also tells us that it needs all of us. It needs the effort of everyone of us to contribute and for us to rise above this challenge. That's why I'm calling it a beautiful story, because it completely changed the perspective that I had. So during my study, I did a thesis on where I was trying to analyze the economic benefits of deficit irrigation in sugarcane farming. So in Malawi, we have sugarcane as we produce sugar, and that ranks second as a crop that provides forex in the country. And what that tells us is that we do that through irrigation. But now, like I mentioned, I showed you that we have Lake Malawi, which you saw on the map. But if you look at the figure to the right there, it tells us that over the past 20 years, we have been having low water levels in that lake. And that has had impacted a lot on the irrigation, on the sugarcane farming. So I was looking at it to say, okay, possibly we can do something about it and see if we can use deficit irrigation to produce our sugar. So on the left there, you see that graph, which is showing the daily, on average, the daily water requirement of the sugarcane. You can see there that the crop needs irrigation almost every day throughout the growing season. So with that, then I said, okay, let me try to see if deficit irrigation can be that economical to grow our sugarcane. So what that research, what you're seeing there is some of the findings. Sorry, because of the time, I couldn't go through into details of it. But those are the findings that we found to say, okay, with varying levels of water, we established that we can grow our crop with the minimum, the optimal level of deficit irrigation of about 500 millimeters of water. And the maximum yield will be reached when we use about 900 millimeters of water. So I'm looking forward to presenting these findings to the stakeholders, the state on which I did this study, and I'm sure they will be happy to see the findings and possibly try to implement that in the process of trying to save water. And I'm looking forward to upscaling the same study, taking it to because this estate also has some smallholder farmers who provide who grow sugarcane and supply to the factory at the estate. And I hope if I take this idea to them, they will be really happy because they will be growing more with less water, which is different from the current case. So finally, I would like to extend my word of appreciation to Ivanhoe Foundation for who sponsored me through this journey, which I'm calling a beautiful story. They are part of it, and they made it possible for me through the Water for Food Institute. Also, I would like to thank the Department of Biological Systems Engineering of the UNL. They have been instrumental in this journey, as well as IHE Delft for Institute for Water Education in Netherlands. They also did it. They were really supportive during the process. All right, thank you very much for the attention.